Hello, my name is Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I am an intuitive tarot reader, and I've got a message for the fire signs. This is for Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. Now, if you're a subscriber to my channel, you know that I change my format quite a bit. Sometimes it's because my guides tell me to do things, and other times I just feel like we need a change. So I am changing yet again. As you notice, I'm back to my fire sign, water sign, air sign designation. And I've also changed the format of the readings a little bit. We're going to be looking at environment, opportunities for growth, and a general message. Because I always feel like tarot is to support your free will. I really do not like tarot readings that get into your fear saying, okay, this is going to happen. And you end up so worried about the event that either you make it worse or you spend all this time in anticipation. It just plays with your mind. And so I'd rather just give you tools that help you grow and deal with whatever comes up. So let's get started. The energy around you this week is the Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands has to do with recognition of success and accomplishment, but in a public sphere. So this is other people recognizing you and other people recognizing your success. Now, for some of you, this is you. This is you recognizing or having your success recognized, but for some of others of you, this has to do with other people. And, you know, this is kind of like Facebook, where you look at other people and look at how well they're doing and all this stuff, okay? And you can imagine what sometimes comes up in your mind, and that's how some of you are going to react. So we've got the Five of Pentacles being your opportunity for growth. So this is the figure down here. She is really sad. She's really upset. She feels like nothing is working out for her. There's a little bit of self-pity, and there's just a feeling of poverty, not necessarily in the monetary sense, but just like, ugh, I'm nothing. I have nothing, and I have no energy to keep going. So the challenge with this card is not to look at the materials, not to look at what's in front of you, but look at the other forms of growth. Look at the other kinds of accomplishment. Look at the stuff that's beyond just the materials. It's very easy to compare ourselves on the material level. You know, this person looks better, they have more, they make more, they're in a better position, whatever. But that's not really the case. The question is, how am I doing on my path with accomplishing my goals? Where am I not recognizing my own successes? So actually, you know, the two possibilities are kind of converging here, because although you have stuff to celebrate, you're looking at other people as if they've got more, and that comparison has you feeling not so great. But instead of either just not comparing, what you're asked to do is look at yourself and say, you know what? This is how I've done well. This is better than it was before. And these are the points of growth I'm going to choose to look at, rather than your points of, oh my God, I've got nothing. Because the thing with this card is that it's totally in her mind. It's totally in her emotional state. She's got this huge, whopping big pentacle, this huge glowing thing, and she's just refusing to look at it. So this glowing thing is the self you're building, or your accomplishments, or some area of growth that you just haven't acknowledged. And so that is your challenge. Now, your advice, or it's not really advice, it's more of a weekly message. We've got the Page of Cups looking at the Two of Cups. And so this takes us in a completely different direction, because this is your intuition, your emotions, and your relationships with other people and love. But it's also, I'm getting the sense that this has less to do with an external partnership, but more the internal partnership with yourself, your ego, and your soul, the two parts of you. So this has to do with, they actually all do relate together. I thought they didn't, but now that we're talking about it, I see that they do. You don't see the beautiful, glowing, successful, amazing person that you are all the time. You don't see those elements. And you're getting little whispers from your soul that says, hey, you need to wake up to this, because we want to become whole. When you recognize who you are and what you have to offer, there's so much more that you can give, not only to yourself, but to other people in your world. When you feel whole, you feel good about yourself, and you feel that what you have is worthy of sharing. And so that is why your soul wants you to look at the ways that you've grown and improved, and all the things that you do have beyond just the material, all of the things that you have. I'm not saying the material is not important. It's just that it's not It's not as deep as we could be looking. And these cards are asking us to look deeper. So what we need is for your ego to stop judging you and stop telling you you're less. It needs to kind of relax that, and you need to turn yourself around and look at yourself the way your soul sees you, which is eternally growing, eternally changing, eternally evolving. And evolving has that connotation of becoming better. That's what you're becoming. And so you need to feel, not just think, you need to really feel that you are right in line with that soul, with that better self, with that higher self. You need to feel connected in it. And when you're connected and in tune there can be this nice symbiotic flow. You see how these figures are wrapped around each other. They can give and take to each other, and it's a mutual benefit. What happens to one happens to the other. So as this ego becomes enlightened, the soul can open up more. As the soul brings the energy down to the ego becomes enlightened. So you have this really, really nice two becoming one, and it's the two sides of yourself becoming one. Because again, there really are a lot of wonderful things that you have to accomplish. And the other thing to remember with the Six of Wands is that it is an accomplishment, but do not stop here. There's more work to do. There's more things to do. So don't become complacent just because you have accomplished things. There's more that you have to do, and there's an even better self waiting for you, a more integrated and a more whole self waiting for you. So that was a long message. Let me know how that worked out for you and what you think of this new format yet again. If you're curious to learn more about tarot readings, just click on my website link below. I do have some availability in the coming months, but I'd encourage you to sign up pretty soon because I think things are going to get pretty full. So have a great week. I'll see you next time.